The next step for Europa science may not begin with a single headline. It may begin with a pattern. Europa Clipper is expected to gather many kinds of evidence: surface chemistry, ice structure, magnetic clues, temperature patterns, and possible traces of material above the moon. None of these alone is guaranteed to answer the biggest question, but together they can build a clearer picture of what lies beneath the ice. That is how careful exploration often works. Not one perfect clue, but many imperfect clues pointing in the same direction. If the data suggest that Europa's ocean is in contact with a rocky interior that would be important because rock and water can drive useful chemistry, if the surface appears young or disrupted, that may reveal how the ice shell moves and whether material cycles between the surface and the ocean. If scientists detect convincing evidence of plumes, those would be especially interesting because they might offer a way to sample material that came from below without drilling through the ice. But plume activity at Europa has been debated, and any detection would need careful confirmation. The mission's outcome, then, is not just yes or no. It is a habitability assessment. A better answer to whether Europa has the ingredients, energy, and environmental stability that could make life possible. That distinction matters. Finding a habitable environment is not the same as finding life. It is the step before that, and it is scientifically powerful on its own. What comes next depends on what Europa Clipper learns. Future missions could be shaped by its results, perhaps focusing on the most interesting region, testing new ways to sample surface material, or eventually attempting something more ambitious. Concepts for landers and deeper exploration have been discussed, but future missions require careful planning, funding, and technological confidence. Nothing should be treated as automatic. The larger takeaway is that Europa is part of a bigger shift in space science. For a long time, the search for life-friendly places focused on planets like Earth. Now, icy moons have become serious targets, worlds that look frozen and lifeless. From the outside may hide oceans in the dark. Europa Clipper will not make the universe simple. It will make one mystery sharper. And sometimes that is exactly what a great mission does. It turns wonder into questions that can finally be tested. From the goal to the challenge to the next step, this is how one mission becomes a doorway into the hidden ocean worlds of our solar system.